Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you ended up in Japan, a little bit of a backstory, and how long you stayed there?
Sure. So I ended up in Japan because after doing my bachelor's in Spanish and then my MBA, I was thinking to myself that I had really learned a lot through school and some of the part-time work experiences that were even full-time during the summer. I had felt like I learned a decent amount of things from work as well at that point in time, but I hadn't really seen enough of the world for my liking. So I took off on a learning experience, and just the aim was really just to learn more about the world, different cultures, learn how I react in new situations, and um, I ended up picking up a few new languages at the same time. So fast forward over a year later, um, as I'm ready to come home from Japan, Japan being my final stop, 3 months there after thinking possibly 1.5 months. So as you can see, I long overstayed the amount of time that I thought I would be there, just because of the pure fascination I had with the culture, the people, um, you know, and while I was there, I set up an opportunity to potentially return, and ultimately was able to return on a work visa a few months later, which I was thrilled about because aside from the factors I mentioned before, I was also really excited about the opportunity of getting placed in a completely new place where I didn't know the language and I didn't know the culture, and and there was an opportunity to work there and really sort of gain a better understanding of this whole new world for me.
So then you ended up in Japan, and then how long did you stay there, and what did you do?
Sure. So I stayed in Japan for a total of 3 years. Yeah,
That's a
and
chunk of a time.
that's a chunk of time. Yeah, definitely. And I taught English when I was there.
So actually, teaching English is a fascinating point of cultural connection, right? Because
Yes,
especially when you're teaching adults who have questions about how they should be using English appropriately in their situation and stuff, there's a whole lot more cultural exchange going on there than people might really think about. And I feel like you're really intimately involved in their cultural
100%.
negotiation.